And we're live! Maybe. There's a little bit of a delay. Anyway, welcome everyone to tonight's episode of Oodvin. I'm your host, your DM, your GM, whatever you want to call me, Maxwell Williams, and I play a whole bunch of cool, interesting, quirky characters, including the currently weakened, but the ever peppy and powerful mage, Urdusk.
Aw, cute. Hi everybody, my name is Sam Rinaldi, and I play Winnie Winslow, the no longer demigod, technically, Twilight Cleric.
Hello, my name is Connor McGinley, and I play, at least for a little bit longer, Feloy the Modron Wizard. And he is also giga messed up after that last encounter, so he may not be traveling much longer.
So he dies, and then we save Feloy next.
No. Oh my gosh.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dane Brancato, and I play Zephyr Windstrider, the Air Genasi College of Swords bard of the group. A little fun fact about Zephyr this week is when he gets sick, he is a big baby who just kind of complains. Like he kind of just mopes around the house, just like, Winnie, I'm dying. I'm dying. Big old baby. He hates being sick.
You got this. No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Hi, my name's Julie Risto, and I play the swashbuckling warlock half-orc, Octavia La Gazur. I don't have anything interesting for you, so just like Octavia this session, she is going to stand back and give moral support.
Is she still dragon?
No,
No.
she got
Okay.
She got
freaking
fucked up.
blasted.
She was the only one that didn't fit in the
I
queue
didn't
before.
fit- I didn't fit in the queue before, so I got blasted against the wall and knocked out a dragon and had to use my relentless endurance. So that tells you I'm on one.
Hello, my name is Aaron Borden. I play the character Februm Cask, the Simic hybrid blood fighter. I died, but it's okay. I'm fine now. And
Thank
now
you,
it's his
Wow.
turn to bring someone back.
Thanks,
Aw.
Mom.
And
I mean, we're
I'm,
doing the work.
I'm not Alan.
Well, I mean-
I'm Drew Borden. I play Alan.
I'm
I'm
not
merely
now.
a battery.
the Marmor Artificer. And he's Grandpa Extraordinaire, Swiss Army man. And he loves oatmeal.
We love Grandpa.
We love the Swiss.
Go.
Let's
We
go.
love oats.
He loves Swiss cheese.
Well, with that, let's do quick little recap how we got here. So this beautiful party, once students, now turned saviors of the world, have been adventuring through the wastes of Oodvin, a desolate land filled with curses, monsters, and beings that have wandered for centuries. They are on the hunt for 6 planar shards. They have now 4 of them in their possession, right? I have that number right? Yeah! After their most recent acquisition of the Construct Shard that used to be held by an evildoer, the leader of the Eclipse herself, Rutha.
I don't like Rutha.
Good one, good one.
Solid.
After a intense battle with several characters going down, and even Februm losing his life for but a brief moment, Rutha, in an effort to fully connect with the Construct Shard and attain an aspect of godhood, the party was able to thwart the ritual, disrupting it just enough in order for all of that energy to implode upon Rutha, turning her into nothing but a pile of sludge on the ground. So with that, the party has 4 shards in their possession: the material, the elemental, the primordial and the construct. Then
Not
they're
the
on.
elemental, the Fae?
Oh, Fae. Oops, I said that twice.
You good.
Primordial is the elemental. Ha ha ha. Jokes. Um,
I was actually paying attention for once.
Yeah.
sorry, I started talking. It happens.
Yeah, you good. You good.
And so yeah, they now stand in the central of Beta Prime, the foothold for constructs of old on the material plane. And they have a plan set out in front of them to bring back a friend that had been lost for a couple of weeks at this point. So, turning that over to you, Amphira, Febrim's mother, is currently present with all of you. She looks a little worse for wear, to be perfectly honest, but scrappy as ever. She might have a couple tears in her dress, but it only makes her look better somehow. Anyway, and then you have Urdusk, who is mostly skin and bones at this point, after using a 9th level spell to get a wish off, to bring the rest of the party back to their full HP at the end of the battle with Rutha. Iris and Axel are also there. So I will turn that over to you with next steps.
I think the first thing, once everything happens and the battle clears up and stuff like that, the first thing that Febrim does is get up and hug his mom.
She tightly hugs you. She'll start crying.
Him too.
I'm just so happy to see you.
Thank you for coming. I don't know what we would have done otherwise. And then he kind of pauses. He didn't make it, did he?
She starts tearing up a little bit more. Your father was a fantastic warrior. We split up after the collapse. He was fairly injured. And while I was at the island, the eclipse raided the estate. I'm so sorry.
It's... Honestly.
I think she just pulls you in
It's
for
just
another hug.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She will he'll always still be with us. And she's gonna kiss the eye in your forehead, knowing that he was the previous bearer.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have one more thing we still need to do, though.
Right, you had mentioned a ritual of sorts.
I think he's going to probably start doing what he can to etch or draw whatever the ritual circle, whatever it would need.
Mhm.
Just kind of in that same area.
And she'll start working with you. as she's like wiping away tears, she's like, we do need to work quickly if we're going to use this area. I've done a little bit of research on my own. We don't have a whole lot of time left.
Hey, Matt.
Yes. What's up?
Since Zephyr was doing his like programming thing, would he have I cannot talk today. Would he have noticed during the fight, like from Winnie, like the devouring going and the godhood going? Would that be something that he could have picked up on?
Not the godhood thing, but you do know that like the devouring was like tapped into her.
Okay.
Winnie's the only one that knows that the spark is no longer there.
Okay. But do I know that like the devouring use that was tapped in? Do I know that it's gone, or because I know she had like you could see it in her veins and stuff.
You could talk to her.
Okay.
She is right there.
I'm just trying to figure out what I know because that's gonna change how I talk to her.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay.
We'll see if you notice the veins at all.
That's an 11.
Yeah, there's a different air to Winnie right now. So there's a simultaneous triumph and sadness. Like when things don't turn out as you were expecting, but not for the worse.
How do I play that?
I don't know.
How would Zephyr play that?
I feel like you would just go into this like, something's up. We should talk.
Yeah.
Your vibe's off.
Your
What's
vibes
with your
are
vibe?
weird.
Hey, can you roll me a vibe check? I'm just curious.
Hey, your vibes are
Hey,
whack.
Winnie, could you roll me a vibe check? No. Hey, Winnie, that was some heavy stuff at the. Are you okay?
Yeah,
You,
I'm okay.
you
Could be better, but I'm okay.
there's this like je ne sais quoi.
Huh?
No, there's this like I don't know, the vibe's just different. I just wanted to touch base. You kind of
Well, she just kind of like she starts fiddling with the wooden piece from her old broom that no longer has any sort of its own magical energy to it. So she's playing with it between her fingers, and she's like,
No.
"Well, I guess that's 'cause I'm just me now."
just you. I mean,
Well, I mean, like before the whole getting injected with the devouring thing and the whole demigod thing. I'm not like OP anymore.
so I guess like as she says, like before getting injected with the devouring, I would probably notice that like the veins are like I would probably put extra effort. So Zephyr just like pulls
she's
her
probably
in.
like the sleeves like kind of probably fall down as she's like fiddling with her hands.
Mhm.
Zephyr just pulls her in for a hug.
Aw.
Like a really tight hug. And he tears up a little bit. His whole like drive has been trying to like help Winnie get rid of the devouring early on, so he's very happy. And then like as he pulls away from the hug, he goes, also, I don't know when you found time to dye your hair during that fight, but it looks really good.
What do you mean?
He pulls out his phone and switches the camera. What a way to ruin this scene.
Yeah.
He pulls out his iPod and turns on the camera and points
Oh.
it at Winnie.
Well. Cool.
Looks good.
Thanks. Flex a little bit.
We should probably be on standby for when the ritual starts.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, probably at the same time, Feloy is gonna like see Februm starting to get things set up. I think Feloy is gonna talk to Axel to explain his role. Is it just Winnie that has divine magic in the of the people that are doing the ritual?
I think with the current players, yeah, everyone else is arcane, and then Winnie is divine.
We have like mostly bard, and then we have wizard, other wizard, another wizard. Februm's mom is a wizard, I assume.
Yeah, she's a wizard.
Okay.
She's
So-
probably a sorcerer wizard, to be perfectly honest, but
It's
she's
all
probably
arch-
mostly wizard.
I think
So yeah,
Just-
he's gonna go to Axel and explain we want Winnie to be able to help, but the divine magic source is completely different. So
Yeah.
if you sort of function at a juncture in between. So perhaps you could convert her magic into an arcane form that would be conducive to the ritual we're conducting.
Oh, yeah, like I can do like a little like kind of mix it up. Make sure like it doesn't clash with anyone else's stuff.
He tilts his head a little bit. Yes, you could characterize it that way, certainly.
Yeah, like I'm like a funnel. I was kind of like make sure that it all like, or I guess like a mixing stand, not a funnel. I'll just kind of like stir it all together, make sure it all combines properly.
I am convinced that you understand the principle, even if the metaphor is wanting.
I gotcha. Don't worry. I'm not exhausted yet. Ugh. Might be after this though, but like it's okay.
Oh, so did the first wish he tried to do count as his one wish? Okay.
yeah, because
Yeah.
she stole the energy from it.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was like so the spell is not used or something.
Now she
Okay.
grabbed it.
That's fine. He gets one. one extra one that's not.
I got another one. Don't worry.
Okay.
I only like get really difficult to move. I'm not like immobile yet. Don't worry.
I think once he's done, then he'll go to Zephyr and Winnie at an appropriate time, like when they
Yeah.
finish their little exchange, and tell them to join.
Octavia's gonna sit her ass out and stop her bleeding.
Do you want like healed or something?
No, you
Oh,
ritual, bring Lily back. Focus on that,
Alright.
and then you
okay.
can deal with whatever's happening
Wait.
over here.
Didn't
So
Okay.
Oh, that was earlier.
so similar to the whole like divine magic thing, is that why we can't use the shards to assist with it?
Well, we already used the
The
shards.
reason you can't use the shards is because that's a fuck ton of power and a lot of other influence.
Fair.
Well, like they could be used as batteries that would generally require someone to be connected to them.
Mm-hmm.
So like the reason that y'all just have like a couple little abilities is you're holders, but you're not actually connected to the shards.
Gotcha.
The connection process is a whole ordeal that essentially elevates you to a godhood state.
What?
what she
Which
was
was
doing
right.
was connecting
Right,
to a
right.
shard.
And like the
And
power
that's
that
what it looks like when you're not
And, like-
doing it in the conventional way.
like that's that's also like the power level that it takes to connect to one of these shards, without like a full set of mages and a programmer.
Mhm.
Because
We
like
could do that too. Just try and
Which
everyone
you-
here.
could, but a little bit of a throwback in case anyone has forgotten. Ember's Blaze is a forbidden ground for shard people who are connected to shards. That's why none of the other gods have been able to like fuck with Blazidin.
Like it's
So it'd be detrimental to us
Hallow type
taking
thing
him
where
out.
they can't enter, or it's just taboo.
No, like Hallow, like
Okay.
if you are connected to a shard in a godly manner, you cannot get into Ember's Blaze.
Gotcha.
Sick.
I think Offenzia mentioned
Don't do
that like a while ago.
Yeah.
But just as a refresher.
I'm pretty sure when we first got the Fey Shard.
Yeah,
Probably.
she was like, by the way, don't.
No, bad.
I can see what you're
Bad.
thinking. Don't.
She had the little water bottle, little square bottle. No, bad.
I didn't even do it yet.
It just pops up whenever you think about it and squirts you.
Attention.
That's
There's
the
a
most
time and place
Fey
for
thing I've ever
everything, but
heard.
Not now.
Guys, what if we?
I think Al will go up
Okay.
to Fenzia or Februm or
Amphira.
Fenzia there?
sorry,
No,
Amphira.
Oh, I was supposed to be like,
Whoever-
She bailed on us.
Whoever might know the most about this ritual process, and just, is there anything I can do to help? Should I just stand by, or
There's probably not a whole lot of preparation we need to do other than scribing everything down. So, probably just stand by.
Unfortunately for us,
Alright.
Offenzia's probably having fun with her newest toy.
Yeah, she's too busy playing with
playing with him like.
yeah. In that case, I will go over to Octavia and ask, do you want to go check out
Yes.
where, okay.
She looks up at him and she makes grabby hands. I don't want to walk.
Okay, I can. Okay. I'll put her on my back.
Eh!
I'll piggyback.
She backpacks.
I'll
I
hit you with
need
the
fan
4th
art.
level cure wounds too.
Bless.
So 22 hit points.
Thank you, sir.
And I want to go up to where
Thanks, Dad.
I already forgot her name.
Fire?
Amphira?
No,
Rutha?
Rutha. I want to go up to where
Yeah, her name
Rutha
doesn't matter anymore.
was
Oh.
actually sitting and see if there was anything we can find, be it information or magical artifacts.
From her little like pedestal area?
Yeah.
Or maybe even just like a door to go further in.
Oh, the
Exploring.
collector.
Yeah.
Is he still there? Whatever
Yeah.
happened to him?
Oh yeah.
Because he was in a cage for up to
Or
an hour? Or is
Yeah.
it 10 minutes? So you pass by the reconstructed cadaver collector that is looking at all of you. Its head just kind of like moves with you.
Wouldn't it have gotten blasted?
No, because it was in a force cage.
Oh no!
It was
Why
small.
him, not me?
It
We
was
saved him.
well because it was like it's the small version of the force cage which has no openings or cracks. Because on a larger so like on a
Cool,
huge
cool,
creature
cool,
it would
cool,
be
cool,
bars, but he's just like in this like little box.
Neat.
It's so
We'll
funny.
Just
have
like-
to take care of that.
Just like, Beloy.
It's
Save it for
watching us.
Lily. Give her someone to fight.
Well, I was trying to.
A tribute.
I think that perhaps it can be redeemed still. absent its outside influence, it is mostly cogent.
Bless you.
Sounds
But Al and Octavia, you make your way up there. There's probably a little bit of like climbing up the wall because there's not like a direct stair path anymore.
Yeah.
Ow.
I can do that. I can get
Uppy.
scared.
I'll just
Uppy.
toss
Yeah,
you.
Octavia, please.
Wait, Octavia says uppy, and Al just like
Okay.
throws Octavia up.
Wee.
I can make
Uppy.
stairs for you.
That would be so much easier.
They're already up, you know?
We're already
We
there.
are.
I can. Oh,
Al, like,
he makes the stairs
clambered.
anyway after you're already up
Yeah.
there. Well,
The way back
whenever you
down.
decide to come
Thank you
down,
for the-
I can do
yes.
that. Just let me know.
Quick exit. Nice thinking, Feloy.
Just remember that they'll only be there for a minute, so they will be gone when you come back. Just let me know.
You make your way up to the area in which Rutha was sitting. At one point, this probably would have been like a judiciary seat?
Judicial?
Judiciary.
Yeah, like this would have been someone who would have watched over the entrance to the constructed plane as kind of like the head of this like portal location. Acting as kind of like security and manpower if needed. And you notice like there's like an office space in the back. As you kind of like look back there, you have to take a couple stairs down into this kind of dark space. And there's just like scribbled writings everywhere. Like it is plastered on the wall. It's full like red string from this point to the next point. You see like a collection of red strings coming to a like artistic depiction of the construct shard with 3 constructed beings like holding it up in grandeur as it kind of like lights in a golden like haze. The writings of a genius or someone who was insane. A genius or a lunatic. But there's definitely a little bit of both.
Is this mostly ritual instructions, or is this...
Go ahead and make me an insight check. Not insight, investigation. So sorry.
Okay, cool.
The other eye.
Yeah, you gotta see
I'm
into
very-
her state of mind when
Yeah,
she was
I'm-
writing this.
I'm very bad at one of them, and I'm very good at the other one. 26.
26. You start to just like put your hands on some of these papers, do a quick glance. What languages do you speak, by the way?
I speak Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
Cool. Most of these writings are in Infernal.
Perfect.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Al has that one, but just to make sure. So a lot of these writings are about the ritual, are about how she was going to combine several different power sources to emulate effects from centuries ago. You see that she's like pieced together bits and pieces of information from all over Oodvin. There are like notes from cities that you don't recognize. There is a lot of bits and pieces of writing that are somehow sealed between 2 pieces of plastic, and the writing looks like it was done by some mechanized construction. The letters are just too perfect every time.
Lamination.
But as you kind of like go out from the center, you start getting a lot of information and the research that the Eclipse was doing to manipulate the Devouring, as well as pulling infernal influence from the curse itself.
Okay.
Well, that
Kind
looks
of-
like a load of gibberish.
Half of it is.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like, I will become, and you're like, oh.
This one says she will become 1, and then also 2 and 3 and 4.
Going to
I
what?
don't like that.
Well, she's dead, so.
But most of it is in infernal.
Hmm.
Seems like they were trying to extract the infernal energy from the curse of the devouring itself and manipulating it that way.
So, is there any way you could like reverse engineer that to like get rid of the devouring? I mean, obviously, getting rid of the devouring is going to be like taking out Blazadin, yada yada, shards, blah. But
Did we?
Both of y'all at the same time.
I'm gonna say, I feel like I need to look up.
yeah,
Did we know about the cure that was given to Lilith?
Lily?
Yeah, Lily. Why did I say Lilith? Yeah.
because you were talking about infernal things, and Lilith is an
I
I
infernal.
think there are
related.
things that Lily knows about Blazadin that may not be known by the rest of the party.
Okay.
That Iris has
about
only briefly relayed.
Sounds about right.
I think. Do I have any inclination on this that they were looking for a cure, or they were just trying to?
Does Al have any inclination?
Just from the writings here.
I mean,
Just for the writings here, it.
you already know they were looking for a cure. Just
Mhm.
like in general, that was their whole mission.
So, especially from the writings here, the angle was less towards getting rid of the devouring, and their like version of a cure was controlling it. So they never had, at least from the writings you have here, and like from what Iris has said, there were different parties in the past that were looking for different methods. But since Rutha has really been in charge, her version of a cure is conquering the devouring, not eliminating it.
Okay.
So there's a lot of like minimizing the side effects, to where like you're not driven purely by impulse. You can kind of direct those desires, in certain ways, and especially like if you can connect with it on a like deep internal level and survive, there you can like extraordinary powers, which is how you imagine Rutha became so powerful to begin with.
Okay. Final question. Does it mention the shimmer at all?
Go ahead and make another investigation check for me.
I would offer to help, but my investigation is -1, so.
I didn't get another flash into this. Okay, so then that will be a 22.
22. Alright. You do find a couple of writings about the shimmer, mainly as the starting point to how the Eclipse knew that manipulating the devouring was even possible. Because the shimmer, in all senses, shouldn't have really been able to exist with what like leading scientists and mages have known. Specifically in the cities, they are protected from the devouring, and while they don't know exactly why, the general assumption is something to do with like powerful magical forces that are like buffeting and protecting the limits. Your party could now probably figure out that like the cities are protected because of the dragons. And like the cities are counted as their legendary layers, which has created a buffer. But the shimmer itself is a mutation of the devouring. A lessened version, but that doesn't seem to be affected by these legendary areas. And it was probably one of the first strains that the Eclipse tested. Using essentially a weakened version of the virus to see if they could manipulate that further. Also because the shimmering it came with more sickness than it did like impulse drive.
Okay.
So it kind of looks like they used the shimmer as a starting point for a lot of their research.
Okay. All right.
But there are probably some also notes on how they've modified the shimmering to turn it to their advantage.
How have they done that?
Well, taking the lesser impulse, but amplifying the energy output, which, originally had disastrous consequences, and it also amplified the sickness aspect, and people were like bursting into flames and melting.
That would be a problem.
Yes.
But they ended up pulling a couple different strands that they had collected together. Make a luck roll for me.
Can I help him with that?
What?
This is just Al.
Dang.
D100.
D100.
Oh. 23.
23. Alright, 23 is not going to get you the whole thing. But the players are going to know this. Al may not. The characters won't. But there is mention of a patient zero that they were able to attain a sample from that was able to balance the sickness aspect. This patient zero seemed to have all the drive and all the desire, but no side effects.
Gee, I wonder who that could be.
While patient zero was completely infected with the devouring, they had drive and ambition, but still consciousness without degradation of their body.
Okay.
No, that he did to himself.
Further degradation.
Drew doesn't even know who we're talking about now. I'm confused. But
Is Faulkner.
It's Faulkner.
Is Faulkner.
Bones.
Faulkner.
Bones. Okay.
Bones.
never mind.
He was
Bones.
patient zero for the devouring.
Oh.
He was the first person to ever be infected.
You
That
can feel
happened
it in
during
his
the one
eyes.
shot.
Okay.
He could
As a
feel
treat.
it in his bones. No.
Octavia, did you find anything?
No, why don't I try? And I'm just gonna scan the. I'm specifically looking for anything valuable because old habits die hard, and once a thief, always a thief.
Are you still on his back?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yoda.
I love the idea of like him investigating things, and she's just like, "No, that's stupid."
I
want-
can put you down if you want.
No, I'm.
And we should
Are
be
we?
good. We should be back. I hope.
Yay!
Yippee! Yippee!
Yeah,
All right, where were we? Octavia looting.
Yeah.
Yoda was searching
I
for
got like
something.
a 24.
Sweet,
You're
Okay,
fantastic.
telling Owl to loot.
Yoda was
Yoda.
searching for something.
Okay, let me. You
Back
find.
upside the head, I will.
You find a you're kind of looking around. Most of this looks like it could be expensive if you found the right person. Like there's like there's like crystal vials and like a lot of like scientific equipment here and there. Things that like you might not find use for right now, but you know, if you were back in the city, sure, but when's that gonna happen?
Right,
What
honestly.
city?
What, yeah, I
What
was just about
what
to say,
city? But you do see a like gilded wooden and silver chest over in the corner.
Ow, 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 ow.
Okay.
There. Ow.
Is it trapped?
Go
on you,
ahead
dude. Good
and
on
make
ya.
an investigation check.
Could it be a
Could it be?
puzzle?
Puzzle?
Could
Wait,
it be a
is it
box?
Is it? I was gonna say, is it a chest or is it a box?
21.
if it's a pitfall, would Octavia just kind of like Yoshi stomp Owl?
Could have Yoshi me.
No, she's hanging on to old man. He would just be the rock that hits the bottom, and she'd be like, "Oh, I'm okay."
Something broke my fall.
I'm broken.
You kind of like give this like a look see. It doesn't appear to be trapped. And you kind of like you like look into the lock and stuff. It doesn't seem to be locked either.
Nice.
Should we open it?
Yes, please.
All right.
I would like to see what's inside.
Well, are you the one to open it?
Ah, of course. I don't know what. Unless Octavia is really
She's not reaching over him to
Really
like
reaching
open this
over to-
thing.
Octavia would definitely prefer Al to do it.
then I'm
Absolutely.
definitely going to be the
Since
one to
she
do it.
used her relentless endurance, absolutely.
Al, you touch it, you begin to open it, realize that it's not really opening, and then realize you can't take your hand off of it.
Oh no!
This is
Oh
the second
my
time this has happened to
God.
one of my characters.
Oh,
no. She would. She would.
Ow. Ow. What's happening?
Suddenly, like 7 eyes pop out of the top of this chest.
Oh shit.
This is not a battle worth having. So there is a cut to a montage of this chest like chewing on Al, but not able to land any actual hits. As Octavia is trying to like bat it from his back.
She takes out one of her daggers and she's just like from over over him, like, stop it! Stop eating my grandfather!
Ew. Ew.
It won't get off.
It's just a cartoon smoke cloud.
Eventually, you do easily defeat the mimic in front of you. It kind of begins to melt away in acid. And you see a metal panel that the mimic was hiding right behind it.
Ah, what's that?
It's a panel.
No shit. I
No
mean,
shit.
do you know what it does?
Is it like a movable panel or is it like a button?
Yeah, it's like a move. It looks like it's got like a little like, you know, like the little indent in the doors that slide into the wall. It's got like one of those. It does have a little keyhole. As you kind of like try to move it, it does look like it's locked.
Would you like to do the honors?
Oh, I've been dying to break into something for such a long time.
I thought you were just gonna say I've been dying.
dying.
It just ends there. Yeah. Octavia's gonna lockpick it.
Yeah, give me a lockpick check.
Is that my sleight of hand?
I think it's thieves' tools technically.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was good. Is it? I haven't done this in so long. Is it my? It's
It should
a
be your
D20
dexterity plus your
my
proficiency.
Dex plus proficiency.
Yep.
Did you put expertise into these tools?
I don't think so. Wait. How would I even know? I just get
Probably
it.
not. It's an option, but
Okay.
most people don't use it.
I was gonna say I probably didn't. But that is a 9 plus an 18 is a 27.
Yeah,
So
you are good. Easily enough. You unlock this door, slide it over to the side, and find that one. Yeah, this is probably fine.
This is probably fine.
Yeah,
I
probably
won't deal with
fine.
the consequences of this later.
I'll have to. I probably will, but that's whatever. It's fine. You find. What was it? I had 3 plus 4 is 7. You find 7 gold bars.
Oh! Al, it was worth it. Look, it's so
Nice.
beautiful.
They're each worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, this was so worth it.
Oh, so worth it. And she just like reaches over to give him a high five from like over his shoulder.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
And then they gather up the gold bars and I assume head back.
Mhm.
If Al was done looking at Rutha's crazy rambling scrambles.
While y'all are doing that, though, we're gonna cut back down to our ritual party. With. So sorry, I just realized I don't have Bardley up on my PC, but somehow Bardley is still playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of a vibe.
No one's controlling it right now.
Nope.
He's just going.
It's just
Oh,
doing its
rogue.
thing.
Old
So we'll
face.
see if it updates. Well, it also meant that like Bardley wouldn't be playing for the stream.
Right.
Oh,
Hmm.
well, that's less fun.
Okay, let me reload and make sure that this is actively going again. Okay. It is actively going again. You will probably have to reconnect if you want any updated sounds. But we should be good now. Well, the rest of the party is setting up ritual stuff. There is a sad-looking elf that has started to pull out staffs from a bag, and he is assembling himself a set of crutches with his magic staffs. As he it's like newborn deer trying to get to his feet. He's like,
Can I say that Iris is helping? I feel like
Iris
she
is,
was
yeah,
helping.
Iris is like definitely trying to help. But
Okay.
he's doing like the dad thing. Is like, no, I'm all good. Don't worry about me. I am perfectly fine. Oh god. Iris is like, Jesus.
Iris would be having none of that.
Is she like rolling? We think she's like rolling her eyes, kind of vibe, or
I think it's just very blunt. Like, no, you need help. I'm not ignoring you.
she's like, no, come on, give me your hand. He's like, no, I am perfect. I'm taking your hand one way or another. You can either give it to me, or I can take it from you.
Take your
All right, hand for you. Thank you. Ah, Jesus. But Erdusk will begin to hobble his way over to the rest of y'all while you are making your ritual and such. Is there anything I can do to help?
There will be.
But currently, actively, I am quite the master of the arcane.
Would you like help currently
Forward.
from a better than average at the healing arts?
Iris is like, I think he's good.
Okay, cool.
This is just kind of. This is what happens when you. Yes, this is the consequences of using a wish spell for anything other than replication. I shall be oh, here I go. And he like begins to fall. I was like, Jesus. Sits him down.
And Axel's like, there are consequences.
Axel's like, what?
Can I just?
I just use, like, if I use it more than once,
So
I get a little
tired.
sleepy, but like,
Yeah, I just get eepy.
I get to do the first one for free. That is intriguing yet unfair. I
Erdus
did
just like first one.
first one. You get to cast it multiple times. Miraculous.
And also unfair.
I did have a friend who was supposed to pop in later, but we'll see if she ends up coming. I haven't talked to her in quite a while.
Is it your girlfriend? I
Yo.
mean, is it it's Valencia?
No. My wife is on the astral plane. Not the astral, in the celestial plane currently. And I think Offensia always had more of a thing for me than I had for her.
So, what? Now I'm confused.
What is it
your
with,
wife
like-
coming, or is Offensia coming?
No, old friend.
Offensia. No, not. Who's your old friend?
It is at this time, that Winnie, you feel just the impending sense of doom
No!
and fear,
No.
like
No!
creep up the back of your head.
No.
As there is a small flash of light directly behind you, as a ghostly figure appears directly behind Winnie. This like sense of fear is immediate across all of you. There is
Excited.
even those that are like fairly brave, usually have your shit together, you can't help but be unsettled and put off by this figure that has just appeared in front of you. But she shows up and she's like, I guess you're probably talking about me. Sorry it took a while. I've been really sleepy recently. There's not a whole lot to do. As Erdusk will turn and go, Margot, pleasure of you to join us. I know we've haven't talked in quite a while. Yeah, it's there hasn't been much to do after most of the material plane collapsed. It's where the conquering kind of ended, and Blazidin started getting in his feels. I was like, all right, have you come to join us? Yeah. Blazidin, feels like this is pretty important. So, come to help out. Uh-huh.
Erdusk?
Yeah, Erdusk.
Yes?
She said.
Who is
Lazarus
Margot?
Allow
Who is
me
Margot?
to introduce you to. I'm trying to remember her full name.
I don't.
Does she
remember
have a
her
full name?
Yes. I got you.
We gave her
also-
a full title.
So I definitely don't remember the title, which is hilarious, but I do have her.
Can't
Oh,
remember her title either.
Margot Lavelle was her living name. If that helps.
It's
something first general.
It was first general of the Army of the Blaze. Yeah. Allow me to introduce you all to crap. What's her last name again?
Lavelle.
Lavelle.
Lavelle. Yeah.
Margot Lavelle, the first general of the Army of the Blaze and right-hand woman to Blazadin, post the fall of the fiendish plane, of course. She was also a member of the party that I was a part of.
And she's here to
What? Why?
help?
And she's helping us? That's cool.
Yeah. You said you needed people who can cast really powerful spells?
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of those around anymore. I kind of got rid of most of them.
Yeah.
I think that's partially the concern as to why.
Yeah, that's
You're
why
here
I'm
now.
confused.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like
you
a week
see,
ago?
Blazadin wanted me to do that then. So I did. But now he doesn't want me to.
Huh.
So I won't.
So
Unless he does.
he's
Oh.
chill?
Well, I think. Do we know as door characters know that he wants us to reset the entire fucking world, or
No one that's alive.
The only person who
Yeah.
knows that is not currently with us.
oh,
I mean,
good.
Well, if your instructions are to help, then we will assume that you will help. On Urdusk's good word, and we should continue because the time to conduct the ritual is rapidly running out.
that it is.
Yeah.
Come to the squad, Marco, Marco Colo, Margot.
It's Margot. You should probably call me that or First General out of respect.
Oh,
Or I'll,
not respect, respect.
or I'll probably no. I'm not allowed to.
Okay, Margot, sounds great.
Let's
First General
get
Margot,
going.
it is.
Anyway, just stand right here, Margot. That would be
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah, you can
First
be right
General
there.
Margot. You can go
Thank
right
you.
here, a position of
First
privilege.
General. Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you. This will be nice. She kind of just like floats. She is corporeal, but there is like this like halfway in between like life and death aspect that she's got going on. Her qualities are almost ghost-like with a material body.
Mm.
Oh.
Nice.
So like I would say like the first couple millimeters, if anyone were to actually touch her, feel like they're gonna go through, and then you hit like solid form.
Ew. It's like halfway
Ew.
through. So bone.
Like,
Oh,
like
okay.
a disguised self that isn't the same.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh. So,
Okay. What,
Feeler, how do we do this?
yeah. that's good
Exactly.
information.
We join hands and sing. I'm just kidding. No. I've been given very specific instructions on how to do this. And so is
You-
Februm, I assume.
Yes.
I will leave this up to y'all if there's any specific way you want this to look. I
We
have an
join
idea in
hands.
mind, but
And we sing.
I think
For real.
Februm is in the middle.
Yes.
Everyone else is
Concerningly.
circled around.
Yeah. I think that's
I would-
good.
Suggest that Winnie is not like in the circle, and like Axel is like tangentially connecting her to the circle, perhaps.
Yeah.
so we've got
Yeah.
So we've got
trying
like a circular current
One-
with like an extra.
because we've got
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 arcane casters. We've now have 2 divine casters.
What?
Because Margot is a
She's a bard.
He was a
is she a
bard.
bard? Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. We have
we're bards
5.
now.
It could just still be Winnie.
Yeah, it's just Winnie on the outside. So we've got like, a clump of 5. We've got Axel, and then we've got Winnie.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like an unknown.
Did I need
Yeah.
to touch the eye for like programming, or did I just need spell magic? Like, what was my role in this again?
You can cast spells of 7th level.
You are a 7th
Okay,
circle
so it
caster.
wasn't me being a programmer that mattered.
High caster. This is
Damage
a
control, maybe.
This is a 10th level ritual. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with your programming abilities, while they might still be helpful.
I would just like to note that probably by this time, Al and Octavia have made it out on top of the balcony and are observing from the balcony, is my thought.
But I don't need to physically touch to program, right? Okay, that's what I needed. Cool.
Nope. But as you all begin to take your places, there is almost this audible, like, clicking sound as each of you takes these designated spots in the ritual. You have to kind of, like, erase a little bit of the dust for a second and create an extra circle for Margot. But as you all kind of like stand in these very specific spots, each time someone places both of their feet in that location, there is this like click and a chime.
That's promising.
There is a moment of tension. As everyone kind of like looks back and forth between each other. Amphira will, standing kind of directly across from you, Februm, kind of looking in your direction as you're in the center.
I'll let Urdusk be like opposite Margot.
Amphira will kind of look to you and be like, Are you ready for this? If this
Ready.
If this goes wrong, we're all gone.
You saw what happened to Rutha.
I think we are as prepared as we are going to be.
All right. Urdusk. Yes, quite. Continue, brave Februm.
I imagine like everyone's in their circle, and then there's just like a circle in the middle, and like Februm's standing like right outside of it, just like looking around to everyone, making sure they're good to go. And then he'll step onto the circle.
You step onto the circle, and you watch all the lines that you've drawn on the ground glow brightly as each individual person begins to focus on their connection to magic, their connection to the flowing weave of this world. And we're gonna need to make some checks, I do believe.
Yup.
This is gonna be a spell casting check from everyone in the circle.
Oh, thank God.
And Februm, I need a couple of things from you.
Okay.
First, who is Lily to you? Who was she?
Ooh.
My romantic frantic heart's like, I'm ready.
'Cause you are also aware that part of this ritual is going to be reconstructing her soul from memory. So what memory do you have of Lily?
Oh.
And how much do you deviate? How much do you think I could change that?
You have the option to completely rewrite her character right now.
This they build a bitch.
Connor's like, I'm listening. Tell me my character.
God. Oh, this is difficult.
We can go around and let's do the checks first,
Okay.
just to give you some time to think.
It's a straight spellcasting check.
Straight spell casting. So it's a D20 plus whatever whatever your predominant
Modifier.
ability is for spell
Okay.
casting.
Can I argue performance?
No. So sorry.
Wait,
One
so
of
like,
these days I'll get to use it.
I'm sorry. Do we add like our modifier, or do we add
Yeah.
like?
So it'll be your modifier. So
Okay.
for Winnie specifically, it would be just your base wisdom, unless you want to bargain anything else. I will take options and bargains, and
Man, I don't know what the hell I have
Would
to
you like
bargain.
hit die?
guidance will work fine. Yeah,
Cool.
you can use spells that you have.
I
Oh, we can
don't
use
think I have
spells?
enhanced ability.
Wait, what do you mean by we can use spells?
I mean, like
Like
if you had like
yeah.
a spell that like specific like, and if you have enhance ability that
Okay.
boosts that gives you advantage on your charisma, we can like kind of like retroactive, and you cast that beforehand.
I
don't
put
have-
life transference into the middle of the circle. Give life. I'm kidding. I don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, you could.
I
It depends on if one of the checks he needs to make is constitution related.
yeah.
I would say.
I'm afraid. I don't
Would
know.
Bless apply? Probably not.
No, because
Not
bless
a-
is it's not ability checks. It's attack rolls
Yeah.
and
And
saves.
saving throws,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt
Th-
that.
This is all.
At least
this is
it
all
won't
attack rolls and
affect
saving
your
throws?
check
Hit
now.
die.
This first one.
Wait,
I was gonna say,
okay.
I saved my hit dice to spend on this, so I'm planning
Wait.
on spending my remaining 6.
You said this is
You
all
said your first one.
hit die and saving throws. I missed part of that. Did you say it's not? Or in bless?
If you
is?
want to expend hit dice, you can do that. It will give you a +1 per hit dice,
Hmm.
but may come with consequences if you spend
see.
too many.
Is 6 too many?
You're probably fine with 6.
Okay, I'm like, it's not even half.
I'm gonna start for you said the first check. I'm gonna start with 2 hit dice.
Oh.
You can also add the hit dice after you roll, but before you know the result.
Yeah, so that adds up to a 15.
Wait, can
Okay.
I add the hit dice after everyone rolls?
Yeah.
Okay,
Would
so I'm at a
using-
total of
I didn't do good.
26.
You guys can blame me for Lily not
15.
coming back.
Would using enhance ability help with anything specific?
If you gave yourself wisdom, it would give you advantage on this roll.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna cast 8th level enhance ability. Yay!
Can you
don't
give
think-
everyone a different version?
I don't know.
Can you?
Wait,
Can
let me
I?
see.
Because that would be huge.
You can target one additional creature. I don't see why not.
It says 6 additional targets up here.
Well, it's not the additional target. I mean,
Oh,
it says, well,
It does say choose one of the following effects. And then the upcast just says you
Right.
can target one additional creature. Oh no.
what if?
Okay.
What?
That's
What
but
if
it
I
also says
wanted it
one
to
of
work
them
that
because
way?
it also says one of them because the base level is one turn.
What if I want the devouring back?
Choose one of the following effects to target gain. You can
Did
cast
this
a
whole
spell
thing,
using
get rid of
spell
it. Give it back. Put her in.
Gib,
Let's go to
Put her
Reddit for a
in.
second.
Ooh, Reddit.
you know, does anyone else wonder if like people watch our show and are just screaming at how we just blatantly change the rules?
I hope
They've
not.
never heard of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I hope. I
Have you heard
genuinely
of
want
fun
to have
before?
that. That's how I know I make it, when I start getting messaged on like,
Reddit says the
social
wording's
media.
ambiguous, so I say yes.
Yeah!
It's also
So-
like whatever you want to.
Yeah,
I guess
I mean, you're burning an eighth level spell for this. Like,
Yeah.
this feels good. So yeah, everyone can have advantage on their spellcasting check.
Because otherwise you're just incentivizing them to use it on dexterity checks so we can stealth somewhere.
Yeah.
And I want to
did
incentivize other
nothing.
ways to play.
For
Yeah, I
Lily.
couldn't have rolled much better, so.
I rolled the exact same number.
Let's
Great.
fucking go.
Felix, what was your number again? You said 20 something?
I'm at 26
Okay.
before the hit dice.
Alright, Winnie,
Okay.
what's your roll?
Mm.
Doesn't Erdis have like a plus 10?
What? What'd you say before that?
I'm like,
What
wait,
about-
it's just intelligence. Oh yeah, it is just intelligence.
Erdis has a plus 10 to his
I-
intelligence. He's a 30 intelligence.
What the? Well, that's
Max didn't limit our magic items for that.
that's a 13.
Okay.
I'm so upset right now. I rolled a
Okay.
5 and an 8. What the?
Do we get to know what the NPCs rolled?
You do.
Okay.
Wish does give you disadvantage on ability checks? Or is it just...
Oh no!
Or is
Enhanced
it
ability would cancel it out.
would cancel it out? Okay.
I'm
Erdis?
pretty-
Remind me real quick. Lily
What?
was a sorcerer, right?
You don't get a
Because
reminder.
because
You
I know
don't get a
for,
reminder right now.
nuts. Because I know
Uh,
for most of it she was a ranger, but that's because of the puppet.
Mm-hmm. This is my question
get
is
the
more
pick.
about like what is the essence of like Lily's personality? What
Right.
made
right.
her who she is?
Mm.
We don't necessarily need to talk about the magic and stuff.
Well, right.
I loved how she was a barbarian.
I love that
Oh my
she was
God.
That was
a
my
20th
favorite
level
part of her.
character.
The way she would hack enemies to bits while in rage.
Man, I love that she had
Margot
10th level
can-
spells.
Margot's a bard, right? What kind of bard is she? I'm gonna let her bard
Spirit
introduce
Spirit bard.
herself.
She's a spirit bard.
I don't think they get this ability, but she's doing it anyway.
They do now.
Yay!
Wish actually just says your strength drops to 3, and you take damage if you cast a spell.
Oh, so he doesn't do that bad.
So he's gonna die.
No, he's not casting spells. And Margot is gonna roll a 18. Okay. Urdusk rolled a 19, and Margot
damn.
rolled an 18. It was originally a 13. I was like, yes, he does have a plus 10.
So you have 18, 19, 13 was winning.
Mhm.
Mhm.
15 was Zephyr.
And
So-
26.
28 plus 18 is 46, plus 19 is 65, plus 26 is 81.
Let's go.
81. No, you know what? I said I was gonna add the hit dice. Feloy will add the hit dice regardless.
Okay.
So that would bring it to 87.
87, and your individual roll is a 32.
Yes.
Cool.
We needed one person to roll above 30.
Oh my gosh.
That's not even
Um,
possible for me.
you can spend hit dice.
I don't have enough to get above 30.
Februm.
I'm so bad at this.
I'll come back to you. Just
Oh
off the top of your head.
no.
Who is Lily to Februm?
Lily is. He is. God, I really am so bad at.
You got it. Got
I'm-
this.
I'm being put on the spot.
Can I petition something?
Yeah,
I
what's
would
up?
love you too.
If Februm is struggling, maybe he's struggling to focus, maybe he's struggling to find the words. Can he invite the people that knew her to contribute one word?
Mm-hmm.
I would love that.
Feloy probably doesn't know enough. Urdusk would, Margot wouldn't. Amphira might. Amphira encountered her.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously, the PCs would.
I think... Who notices this first?
His mother? Or Urdusk. I think it's got to be one of them. Either
Mhm.
Urdusk is like, oh, I know who Lily is. Or
Aw.
wants to. Or his mother notices that Februm is struggling.
So I am gonna pivot a little bit. I think I want it to be Axel.
Oh, yeah.
As he's a
I
little...
didn't know if he was part of the ritual per se.
Well, because he's not making a check. His responsibility is making sure that like Winnie's magic is effective.
That makes
So he's
sense.
got-
then.
So he's a little bit more removed from the active part of the ritual.
Yeah.
And there is this moment where Februm, you start to kind of like not panic exactly, but you're starting to like look around as the eyes asking for these questions. The magic is flooding into you. The runes around you are lighting up in this rainbow pattern. As it begins to kind of spiral towards your circle, you are hit with this question. Who is she? You look around and you like make eye contact with Axel. And I think he kind of like looks to you. And you don't hear him say it. It's almost pulled from his brain into yours. Lily is loving.
Damn it, that's the word I was gonna use.
Everyone uses the same word.
Lily is loving.
Loving. Fuck.
I don't want to do too many of the NPCs all in a row, but I think Iris, who's probably already standing pretty close to Axel, kind of makes eye contact with you as well as you're scanning. Lily is protective.
Shit.
I'll
I'm like,
go. Zephyr's gonna chime in. Lily is strong.
Lily is loyal.
I will also say, Al and Octavia, you feel this draw as well.
So wait, now I have to think of a word.
If you want to, you don't have to.
You guys are standing together and you're like, shit!
I gotta participate.
Fuck!
I wasn't planning on this.
I thought I could
they're
just
eating,
watch.
They're eating popcorn in the stands.
Yeah.
Like, damn it.
Oh,
Ah, I gotta set my popcorn down. It's gotten all over me.
Lily is a lover of popcorn.
Lily loves
Big fan.
oatmeal.
No, that's me.
Dude.
I don't know how I would say she's a bit of a spitfire.
That? Like that?
I like it.
Unpredictable, yeah.
She's
It's
a bit of a
unpredictable.
spitfire.
Spitfire.
She spits fire. No.
Give her a breath attack. Let's go.
I think. What all was said so far?
We've got loving.
Loyal, strong, loving, protective,
Spitfire.
and Spitfire.
I think Octavia ends up with Lily is wise.
Didn't she almost burn our dorm down?
Lily is wise! Shut up!
Lily
She
is wise.
learned though.
She's wise.
He learned. Wisdom
wait,
is not in
we've got-
in the knowing.
Loyal, wise, protective, spitfire. What else we got?
Strong
Loving.
Strong.
and loving.
Is that everybody?
Loving.
There's still
Uh,
2 NPCs in Februm.
I gotta go after everyone else.
Urdusk.
Would Amphira say something?
She is going to.
I feel
Oh,
like
no.
she would go before Urdusk.
She goes before Urdust. I think Amphira is gonna look. She will say, Lily is bold. The fuck is Urdust gonna say?
Did someone say protective already?
Yeah.
Someone did.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've got loyal, wise, protective, spitfire, strong, loving, and bold.
Silly Goofy.
Silly Goofy.
Charming. I don't know what Urdusk would say though. Quirky.
Brave. Because for so long he hasn't been.
I think he is gonna do that.
I think
makes-
it's a little
that makes so
wistful.
much
Like
sense.
he knows he hasn't been, but she totally was.
Me. No, it's gonna be looking up synonyms because I like
Fair.
I want to be a little more with it. But I think he'll say I don't think that one works quite well, but Lily is courageous.
Mm.
Isn't that brave? Did someone say brave already?
No, I looked up synonyms
Well,
for brave because
Right.
I wanted a better word than brave.
Yeah.
Februm, all of these words echo, bouncing around in your head. You start to see the form of Lily appear in your imagination. Kind of a star-speckled outline. Hair flowing in the wind, cape flies behind her. Awaiting your input.
typing as fast as I can, Aaron.
Dude, that was...
The love of my life.
I think he's gonna be kind of, I mean, obviously, at a loss for words. He's just going to be like, I don't know. Lily is the one I love.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's even better than
horrible as shit.
It's even better.
Um,
Actually, goofy romantic heart.
Fabrum.
Mm-hmm.
What check do I want you to make? Do you have any ideas?
Well, I would love to start with Arcana because of the amount of magic flowing in.
Of course, I'll take an Arcana check.
That's a nat 20.
We love to see that.
It's a shame that you wasted it on this one.
I know. For a 35.
35.
You know everything.
Everything.
Hey, I will say that's really, really good. As these words flow into your head, the magic is only a second behind as you feel every vein in your body begin to burn like fire. And this first challenge you realize is the circle is not necessarily balanced. Not the worst thing in the world, but there is some people are better than others and have connected at a different level. So the first hurdle to overcome is balancing the circle. Shifting the power around so that it flows. Understanding the ritual on a baseline level in order to make the circuits flow correctly. Which you do effortlessly. You drop kind of your hands to the side as the light intensifies around you. It begins to glow purple and blue. Hints of gold begin to kind of trickle up like stardust falling upwards. All right.
Ooh, pretty.
Next check.
I feel like a con save makes sense.
Fantastic. I love a con save.
That one is a 25.
25. As the magic flows through you, you grit your teeth. You have dabbled in magic, but you specifically have not attuned yourself to high levels of Arcana. This is exhilarating and terrifying at the same time. You are on like riding this precipice of feeling like the magic is going to overwhelm you and burn you from the inside out. You grit down, relying on what you do know. Your martial prowess, your constitute, your familiarity. Someone else.
You got it.
Thank you.
Familiarity.
With your own body. And tap into that. Holding all of the pieces together. Last one. What you thinking?
What would make sense?
Charisma. Come on, make your charisma.
He's like, no, please, no.
He's putting it on hard.
I'll
mode.
I
do
know
it,
you
but
don't like it, but
it's not gonna be great.
you don't have to like it.
I was thinking
Like
probably
it.
somewhere between like charisma, maybe a medicine check, maybe what would be
Would you hate me if I said insight?
insight's okay.
I like
Insight would
that.
be
I like
fine.
that.
I was thinking like constitution of the body itself.
That
Not like
we are.
my own body, but like construction of the body.
Oh.
Um,
No, this is the mind part. This is the mind
okay,
meld.
I gotcha. I see.
How much do you understand what you're doing?
Insight would be good then.
bringing back Lily's body, small potatoes. That's
Gotcha.
easy. What the real struggle right now is reconstituting her soul.
Mhm.
So with all of the words swimming through your head, the perceptions of Lily from her party, from her family, those related by blood and those chosen, I would like you to make an insight check.
23.
23. All right.
I'm stressed.
Trust.
Okay, I didn't test this music out beforehand, but we're gonna go with it and we'll see if it works. I may have to do some music searching. Is this gonna sound right? I think it's too much. One sec. Let's find some good music, shall we? Oh no, I got rid of all of it.
Oh
Go back to
no!
that right now. Please search. Please search. This one? Nah, I can't do that one.
I was gonna say, it's too much.
Too chorusy.
Is that right? That feels right. It's really low.
I was gonna
Just
say,
add
I'm like,
that.
I
That's
can't
good.
It's so
hear
cute.
anything.
Is this one Bardley?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would have to be. I haven't heard this one. So cute.
I
What
think
the
this
hell?
is the move.
Aw.
Oh, this has got
Hell
like
yeah.
Steven Universe written all over it. This is that.
Don't make me cry, man. Don't make me cry, man. I'm gonna cry.
Good.
Oh, I
It's
do
also
love
got a
this.
little bit of Christian rock in there.
A little bit, of
I
course.
love it.
Yeah.
Imagine if Ninja had a low taper fade.
No.
Fabrum, you close your eyes and you construct this vision of Lily, of all the things that she is to you and all the things that she is to everyone around her. You feel the energy, the magic boil inside of you, but the pain goes away. You feel yourself pulled from your own body. You open your eyes and see yourself surrounded by a field of stars. As far as the eye can see, you turn behind you, you see a small orb, mostly brown and gray. This went hard suddenly.
Whoa, what happened there?
Perfect timing.
Sounds like Risk of Raid all of a sudden. What?
Please
You
said
see-
I'm back.
You see an orb behind you, mostly browns and grays, but bits of blue as you turn back around and you see a figure manifest in front of you. The starlight all draws together. You first see the hair form out and flick into the distance, stardust scattering as the cape, yes, as a cape forms over the shoulders of this astral figure that you immediately recognize as Lily. The two of you meet eyes for the first time in weeks. Lily, the last thing that you remember is looking at your party, knowing that you may never see them again, and it being okay. But now you stand here on the astral plane itself, feet away from an astral version of Februm. You see his hand outstretched for you. You feel the longing of your companions to see you once again. Would you like to take his hand?
Nah.
I'm good.
I'm getting kind of bored with this party. I'm
Goes.
good.
She kind of smiles. I knew you'd get it right. And she grabs his hand.
Your hands connect as a spiral of white energy engulfs both of you. Those of you who are still on the ground watch as this beam of light comes from the sky and hits directly where Februm is standing. There is a pulse of energy as dust is kicked up in every direction. All of you in the circle, I need you to make a con save for me real fast.
Go.
This track is so good.
It's so good.
30
Seven.
20.
Pick one too.
23.
Fantastic. You all dig your feet in as this wave of energy peels over you. As you see a figure hovering 3 feet above the ground, but slowly beginning to fall down. Her hands wrapped in Februm's. As she descends to the ground, her hair fluttering as if it was filled in water. She falls slowly, Februm guiding her to the ground. As Lily stands before you once again.
Oh my god, we did it.
music because that was a lot, but
Ah. What did you just go? Ah! What the? She's right there!
Yeah.
So either we did it or we all died.
if there is even a moment of pause, Iris runs into the circle.
Yeah, that's why I was waiting. I was like, I'm not gonna run in there first.
And she is going to immediately wrap her arms around you and just start bawling. I knew you'd be back. We can't. Nothing can separate us.
Nothing will.
She's like, oh, you're probably, as Lily, you realize that like you've got like a couple shreds of clothing on, but there's not a whole lot. As Iris is gonna pull your cloak out from her bag, and she wraps it around you, kind of tossing it over you. This beautiful, like green and brown mantle. And as she wraps it around your body, it makes contact with your form. As you watch the entire cape change and morph in one kind of continuous swoop, you see the leaves and natural forage, like natural imagery, quickly replaced by a starry sky with the prominent constellation of the dove centered on your back.
She, I think she looks up to Axel and kind of gestures. Come on, get over here.
He's like kind of like standing at the edge of the circle. He'll run in, hug you tight around your waist. Kind of like pretending that he's smaller than he actually is.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that's not her kid.
Oh, not this again. Zephyr, it's not. They were gonna have kids in the future, probably. That's not theirs. Unless it's their kid from the
She
future.
just stands with them for a moment while they're talking.
Yeah, Octavia, like sitting with Al, she's just kind of like rubbing her eyes. Al, can we go down?
Yes, yes, yes. Let's go down. Yes.
I don't want to jump. So maybe
Feel
you
like
can.
it's there for you before you go
Oh,
down.
good.
We walk down.
She will
You see that?
she'll slide off of Al's back once they actually reach the bottom, and she'll like pat his arm in like silent thanks. And then she will approach. Her eyes are a little misty, but she's rubbed any tears away. She's like, "Welcome back."
No, don't get used to saying that. I told you I wouldn't leave.
That you did.
Also, we're good to like go up now. Like we can go up now. Yeah.
There isn't a line.
Zephyr just runs up and
Hey! She runs
like
and she embraces you. She's like, "Hey, you're back." Really, I was a god and then I wasn't. And we killed Rutha.
Oh yeah, she's dead.
you can't say wasn't like you're back to being a god again, Winnie. You
Said I
were
was a god and then
now
I
you're
wasn't.
not.
Yeah, I'm not now. I'm completely normal.
Lily, as the party starts telling you things, it's not like it's not new information. You don't know how, but it's almost like you were there the whole time.
And I'm a doctor, and I did surgery now, so
Surgery and now
and it
some
went
of us
well.
even crazier
She-
than you already did. No,
She
thank
kind
you.
of winces when you say the surgery. She's like, "Oh, I guess you could call that going well."
Oh, and we have 4 shards now, Lily.
Yeah. You're all exceptional.
No, you.
Zephyr sobbing.
Oh, Thank you. We're just happy you're back.
I'm happy I'm here.
Oh, and Octavia and Alice and
That you don't have to.
Oh
She doesn't need to know
Alexander
about. She doesn't need
are
to know
like
about that. She doesn't.
totally dating
I
now.
don't think it's relative information. Like
They're like
relevant.
this, and then they became like this.
Now they're like
That's
this.
not.
I'll save you a little trouble. I got the gist of all of it.
Nice.
That's good. So we don't need to explain as much as we thought we might.
Yay.
No, I got
Right.
it.
Well, I'm very, very glad you're back, and if you try and do something like that again, I will be very cross with you. And then she pointedly turns around.
Okay.
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 Because I think, even though Lily asked her not to, Octavia still harbored a lot of guilt.
Urdusk is kind of silently waiting, like 5 or 6 feet away from the party. Just like allowing everyone to have their time. He doesn't like look like he's anxious or anything. He's just there. If you want him.
I think Februm's doing the exact same thing. Like he's letting everyone else have their moment. Kind of standing a little bit away. But he's very nervous.
I think she's going to slip out toward Urdusk first.
Is it appropriate if I give you a hug?
Don't be like that. Just be like a dad. That's all I've ever wanted.
And he's just gonna run up and he gives you a very weak hug.
Yeah.
But it's he kind of ends up like almost tripping at the last second. And wraps his arms around you as tightly as he can.
Okay, it's a little hard to hold you up, but
Oh, so sorry. I just
no, I didn't say I minded.
I'm really, really glad that you're back. Lily, I know this isn't the time or the place, but if you'd let me, I'd like to be around you a bit more. I know I don't necessarily have the right to ask for such a thing, but I would like to help you and support you in any way that I can. I do hope that despite my shortcomings, you know that I love you.
I can't keep blaming you for this forever. And I know you've done everything to stop, to change what you did. And I'm happy to be there with you while you do it. I love you.
He gets a little like misty, but holds his shit together. He's like, well, you do have quite a few friends who I think are waiting, and you know, one fine fellow in particular seems quite interested, if you do ask me.
She rolls her eyes a little bit.
I'm just wobbling like this.
He's going like Zephyr's got his hand on Febrim's shoulder, just like patting him.
Everyone's being so weird about this.
Now it's your turn, buddy.
And she walks over to Februm. So what do you say? Are you going to be weird about it too?
I probably. I know what you're going to say. You've never left. You've always been here. But I've missed you. And there's even with the party and everything, there's been an innate sense of loneliness that I don't know if I really have the words to describe. I'm beyond happy that you're back, and I love you.
I think she tears up a little bit, hearing his voice waver like that. She can't help it. And she's gonna kiss him on the cheek real quick and say, I love you too.
I love romancing my friends.
Axel's probably over to the side being like, that's it? Paris is like, they'll do it eventually, give them some time.
Al's like, you'll understand when you're older.
Zephyr's gonna lean over to Winnie and be like, was it this easy for us? Wait, no, why does it require someone dying or almost dying for anyone in this group to explain their feelings? Guys!
We're all traumatized high schoolers. Not even high schoolers.
Damn,
Traumatized
college.
school students, college students,
Magic
and
students.
one old man.
And one very traumatized old man.
I can't
And they were
talk
married
about it.
before anything happened, so...
Yeah, and he's still
So who almost
traumatized.
died for you to propose, Al?
Huh?
Who almost
I
died
don't
when you
think
proposed?
that's relevant, Zephyr. Not in
There
the
seems
least
to be a
bit.
trend.
He got to be
No, I'm
happy
kidding,
before he
I'm
met the love of
kidding,
his
I'm
life.
kidding. No.
Well... You got the shard, right?
Yes.
We did.
We should.
I think that means we can celebrate a little bit.
Oh.
Party. Party. Party?
Sir,
How are we gonna throw a
beach.
party in the middle of nowhere?
We can make
Hey.
like a beach.
Party!
I mean,
A
we
A
can-
beach.
I think we
A
can
bit-
teleport back.
We should theoretically
No.
go back.
That's
to-
right! I got this! Ready?
What?
Now, hold on.
Everyone link
Where was
together!
Wait, we need the Tide Strider.
We need the Tide Strider. I'm not leaving without my baby.
Can't you just summon him?
guys
Oh,
have a
you meant
baby
the
now?
car.
Drive.
You know what? I actually don't hate this. It's in this moment that you hear like the
Yes!
as over the collapsed portion of this complex, you see the Tide Strider just gonna like
Bouncing on the ground, and it's definitely not supposed to.
Ah,
One of
Octavia
As
the
it-
winces
people-
with each bounce. She's like, stop it. What? Who?
Hello?
as you see Perseus, both paws on the wheel.
Perseus! What are you doing?
He just lays on the horn.
Oh, she just like kind of like
Poppy,
holds
you
her head
never
in her
told us your
hand. She's
cat
like,
could
"All right,
drive.
all right."
You let the cat drive, but not me?
Yes, well, clearly he did it when it was needed. And she's gonna kind of
He hit the
jog over.
ground!
There are some scuffs on the bottom
Yeah,
of the car.
yeah, she just kind of goes over because like she can't be mad at Perseus, right? He's just a good boy. So she
This
just
is
goes over and she like
favoritism.
scoops him. She scoops him up and she's like, "Who's a good kitty? Oh, who's a good Tressum?"
Just like
oh.
nuzzles in, the wings
Yeah.
like flutter a little bit.
Yeah, full scritches, like just
favoritism.
oh, what a good boy! What a good boy! And she's just like so happy. She's like, "You brought us the car." Oh, my baby! I don't have a cat. I have a moose.
A moose.
But she's like,
Their
like,
wings,
"Oh,
it's fine.
precious. This is an elk. I can see animals. Anyways. Yeah. So she's like, never mind. Car acquired.
All right, everyone in. This is gonna be a little interesting. I haven't done this one before.
What?
Everyone like
wait,
either
wait,
in
wait,
or
wait,
on.
wait,
Hold on.
As like Axel says that, Margot is actually gonna step up,
That was gonna be my
Awesome.
question.
Yeah.
and she's gonna be like, I don't want this to go wrong because this is like a really good thing for you all. Let me handle this. Just everyone get in the car. We'll be fine.
It's okay, Axel. I had faith in you.
I mean, I don't know if you should, but
No. I had faith in you. Just
thank you, Zephyr.
Hey, Axel, I was really nervous, so you're good.
Iris
It's gonna
turns
be a
to you and she's
realistic
like,
outcome.
"You probably should have been."
Yeah, I'm being realistic about it.
So everyone piles into the Tide Strider. And Margot's like, I think we're going to the Twilight Grove, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you all wanted to go?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Great. Fantastic. She turns. What was your instrument of choice?
Hold on. I know she said
Was it a
little
flute?
poem shits when she was casting, but I don't know.
Does she have an instrument?
Or was she a poet?
She was a poet.
Well, because it was like a spirit bard, so I think it might have
Yeah.
been like tarot card thing.
drop some fat verses on us.
Wait, hold on, let me.
Oh yeah, it was
Look.
tarot cards.
It was tarot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She will like shuffle her tarot deck for a second, and she like goes to shuffle it again, but
Oh yeah,
stops.
she's got this cockroach souls. For the
She will pull out one card. I think she'll pull out the world card. She tosses it in front of her. It spirals and a gate opens up in front of you. Just this magical force that you see the Twilight Grove on the other side. As she casts the gate spell.
All right.
Now everyone can kind of just go through.
Octavia will
You're so cool.
drive the car in.
Lily is gonna turn to Erdus and she's gonna say, "Yeah, maybe you can actually tell us about your friends a little more in depth."
I have
Oh,
several questions.
Of course,
Mhm.
yes. This will be a perfect time for me to disclose that information. Yes.
No, after the party.
Oh, of course.
Party
Yeah.
first.
Drinks,
Bummer
hors d'oeuvres. All right. You go through the gate portal into the Twilight Sanctuary or the Twilight Grove. Y'all okay with going a little bit longer?
Yeah.
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 We've
storming
earned
outside,
this
so-
Earned
so
this.
much.
Wait, how long is a little longer?
Like
Just because
20, 30 minutes.
Food before places close. Okay, I can do that.
Like
Yeah.
20, 30 minutes. Like, we'll kind of like go into like a good vibe.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
And we can like pick back up at the beginning of next session. I just want to start this.
You thought you were done with the decimal episodes?
As you enter the Twilight Grove, at the base of the moon pools, you see the largest moon pool at the bottom. It has a like very, very fine gray like gravel that's almost like a sand that kind of surrounds the outside as the waves slowly pulse back and forth. Like kind of like a Midwestern lake kind of vibe.
I'll take it.
Damn it, I gotta draw beach days.
The wind blows briefly. Yeah, there is a beach in front of you. You kind of blink for a second, and you see an elegant figure appear closer, and then she is suddenly in front of you. As
She's like subtly menacing, like, hi.
As Crookton pops in, and she's like, "Oh, I have just been so worried about all of you. I'm so glad to see that you've gotten back." And she makes like eye contact with Margot. She's like, "Have made some friends?" I don't think we've met. As she like looks to Lily. "Hello, I'm Winnie's mother, Crookton, goddess of the crescent moon. It is just an absolute pleasure to meet you."
I've been looking forward to this too.
Well, I know that you have all been through so much recently, and you deserve just a little bit of time to not have to think about anything. So I've already worked with Brad to take care of all of the preparations. The feast is just around the corner. There are beverages, old world beverages. We have some beautiful cocktails, a cran and vodka. To keep it simple, there are a couple of what Brad called Long Island iced teas.
Oh,
Brad, my man! My man, Brad!
As well as several different herbal varieties. Those are my preference, personally, but
Mom, no!
but I assure you, he has put the utmost effort into making this possible. Brad kind of like sheepishly like comes out from like somewhere just behind Crookton. He's like, "Yeah, I just like wanted to make sure that you all knew like how much I appreciate ya and like how good of a job you're doing." So yeah, like I put a little something together. He's being quite modest. It is the only thing that he has been worried about for the past week.
Thanks, Brad.
Octavia will hop out of the Tide Strider after turning it off and just kind of gently pat his shoulder like, "You did good, Brad. You did good."
Oh. It was nothing.
It's funny. Before we start any sort of party, I would like Octavia to make eye contact with Amphira. And just kind of like motion her head over to the side.
Mm-hmm. She has been helping kind of Urdusk along. Actually, Urdusk is trailing about 30 feet behind Amphira.
Good.
On a little invisible disc.
Yep.
So Amphira will like glances at you. She will go over and she's gonna talk to Urdusk and be like, "You're gonna be okay?" He's like, "Ah, yes, I will be absolutely fine. Everything will be a-okay." You can just drop me here. Drop you? Yep. You can just drop me here. I'm
Lily-
gonna lower you.
I was gonna say Lily sighs and says, "Oh my gosh, when are you going to learn? This isn't what I wanted you to do."
So sorry. But Empire will lower him down, and he gets back up with his collection of staffs as his walker. You see that he's like modified them into a walker at this point. So he's got like 6 different magical staffs that anyone
He's,
with
like,
magical
made them into
knowledge,
crutches.
anyone with magical knowledge knows that these are extremely powerful magical items that he is using to support his own body weight.
Max is calling me out for giving Urdusk 6 magic stabs that he couldn't attune.
That's really
So he's got a little walker. He's put some like wheels on it,
good.
making his way through.
He's got little tennis
Where did
balls
the
on
wheels
it.
from?
Oh, I just
Boy.
had them, you know.
Or
A
Philo
few
made
pair
them.
wheel.
I just had them. Just in my pocket. It's fine. You don't want to know where I got them.
But yeah, Empire will step away with you, Octavia.
Cool. She doesn't really take long to beat around the bush. She's just like, when you left, what was the state of things? I didn't want to bother you before we brought
It's-
Lily back.
Wasn't fantastic, and unfortunately, me and Urdusk will have to go back for at least a little bit longer.
Of course.
We were almost finished constructing the barrier. A force barrier of sorts around the island. It had taken me and Urdusk quite a while. The eclipse was raining down creatures on us there at the end. Very few casualties, though. Your uncle was moving faster than I think I've ever seen him move before.
Good. I lent him a gift for time, hoping that it might help him.
It would make sense. But the island and the lake folk are doing surprisingly well. Being disconnected from the city and with the Silanavni kind of keeping people out of the water, there wasn't much focus on your people in general.
Good. I know Rutha was targeting them in hopes that it would potentially distract us from whatever ascension she had planned for herself, and thankfully, we had contacts like yourself and Urdusk, and my uncle to take care of the people there, and for that I am eternally grateful.
It's really nothing. There's like a sadness in her eyes as she's telling you good news, but you know that it meant bad news for her.
Bad news, yep.
We happened to be there when the attack happened.
And those people are alive, thanks to you. Forever, you may call yourself a friend of the lake folk. You are welcome, whenever you please.
I appreciate it. Thank you. She'll do kind of like a small curtsy.
And she'll be like, go, spend time with your son.
She teleports next to Februm and does grabs him maybe a little bit too tight. Like, come here.
Ah, that's all I wanted.
Maybe in that brief window then, Feloy wants to say something to Februm. Just because Februm's Ramphira's away for a second. If you get the chance, you should see about if your father's soul is still intact and free, I suppose. I think Winifred has learned quite a lot. It's worth considering.
I'll bring it up. Thank you.
And then Emphyra like tackles him.
And then
Yeah.
Either kiddo.
It's like that mom thing where like they have that burst of energy and they just like want to like be around you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then the like sigh like yeah.
Go off. I know you probably were in the middle of something. Obviously, stay for the party if you have time, but we know that's important.
I may not be around for the party, but I will be around if you need me.
Anyone else got anything they want to do before partying begins?
I think just because Al hasn't said anything to Lily, he'll go up to her. Sorry, I haven't said anything yet. I didn't want to overwhelm you. Good to see you again. Happy you're back. I'm sorry, I couldn't do much to help, but good to see you again. And I don't really know what to say. I've never been good with words, so he pulls out a silver ring with a turquoise gem. He's gonna hand it to you. This.
Al, I don't know if you.
No,
realize-
no. You don't understand. I don't want to see you lost again. So I am giving you this as a request of mine. If I don't know when we're going back to the city, and I know you make good on your promises. So if I don't make it back, I ask that you protect that ring and put it at Eleanor's grave. I figured that was a more appropriate way of saying don't do that again, or else I'll be, or I'll kill you.
Oh my god.
I understand. And I don't want you getting the wrong idea. You've been helpful all the time. Always. To each of us, in different ways. We all need what you bring. And I haven't done everything I said I would to help you out anyway. We still have something very important for you to do. And I'm not going to rest until we're done. And then maybe you can give this back yourself.
Also, if you need any armor, of course, I can make up some. Oh. What do we do from here? I'm happy to see you again.
We don't have to do anything else. Let's just have a good time.
Let's do that.
All right. Music begins to play from the trees itself. Orbs of light purple and pink light begin to kind of flutter through the sky. There are swimsuits that have been laid out.
Can I asterisk?
Yeah.
I had an idea for that.
Okay.
Well, because Feloy knows seeming, which is an illusion spell, so I thought he could just make everyone swimsuits.
Yeah.
Maybe fiddle with the 1 minute thing, but like he can probably keep that up pretty effortlessly.
Like Crookton kind of makes eye contact with Feloy and goes, I think I've got the extra little bit. You just do you. I'll make sure it works.
And he you know what? He runs some calculations. He does a little bit of like speculation about what people would be interested in, and then he makes everyone swimsuits.
Let's go.
Yeah.
The best of his like algorithmically generated understanding.
Aw.
AI generated swimsuits. Let's go.
Add GPT.
Why does mine only have 2 fingers?
Draw me a swimsuit.
Why is mine missing a leg?
Somebody's got like a morph suit instead.
Al's just got like a speedo.
Heck
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Heck
I was gonna
yeah.
say give Al like the wrestling jumpsuit leotard, but that's
Oh
so
yeah,
much
like
funnier.
really thin.
The
Yeah.
Nacho Libre full outfit.
I'm
Oh
not
my
drawing
Yeah.
that. I'm not drawing Al in a
Drawing
speedo.
But I will now.
The party begins. And we can get more into that at the start of the next session. But I do have one last thing that I want to do here. Al,
Oh no.
like 30 minutes to an hour into the party, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, I mean, probably just if somebody's playing volleyball, we're probably playing some volleyball.
Heck yeah.
If not that, probably just catching some sun, looking at some blueprints. Yeah.
A magazine like this in front of your face.
You are sprawled out in this lawn chair made of a material that seems to like bend underneath you. It's done in straps. It's quite
Yes.
ingenious, actually. But you've fallen through it a couple of times trying to get into it, but
Really.
Learning
yes.
curve.
Falling through them.
Yeah. As you feel this kind of like unsettling presence from over your shoulder. And you turn to see Margot kind of squatted down, looking at the blueprints with you.
Hi. I don't think we've officially met.
Well, I guess I haven't met you particularly, but I'm pretty familiar with like all this.
I don't know what that is.
Well, I guess specifically the thing around your leg.
Oh, the ankle monitor?
No. The other thing.
Oh.
Anyway, I was instructed to give this to you when you had a moment. she will reach down and she pulls out a dark black box.
Oh,
What's
no.
the box?
Oh no.
And she plops it down into your hand. You don't have to if you don't want to. But he said you would.
Can I ask what's in it?
I mean, you can ask, but there's only one other person that knows. And it's not me.
Okay. Tell. I don't know if you'll see him, but tell Lassiter I said thank you.
Mm-hmm. I will if I remember.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
He's just like staring at you.
Do you want me to do it now?
No. I don't know if you'll be able to do it in one take.
Oh,
But your bloodline's done some pretty impressive stuff in the past, so we'll see.
thank you.
Enjoy the party.
Are you staying?
I'll stay for a little bit, but the food's just not very satisfying anymore.
Is there anything that would be more satisfying?
Some bones.
You don't want to know that?
But I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
Oh,
And there's this like flicker of red.
ooh, okay.
Not
I'm
not
gonna-
just a little flare. Like we're talking full eyeball.
I made a bad bitch. Oh my god.
Okay.
Good luck.
That yes. Thank you again. Yes. If
Mm-hmm. Oh. No, you'll find out eventually.
oh,
Terrifying. Thank you.
Have a good rest of the party.
oh, that's it. Okay.
Kind of like floats off.
To go be dour over someone else.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
I'll put the box in my bag.
As you kind of like place it in your bag, there's that half a second where your fingers like are still in contact, but they're starting to like release the tension. You swear you feel the box beat like a heart.
Ew.
As you let go.
I'm okay. Thank you. I'll pass.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Alrighty. And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Lily's
Uh,
back!
Lily's
Lily's
back!
back! Yeah,
I don't think I could have asked that to go better.
That was so
I-
cool.
that was
The
beautiful.
music
Really
was
did.
timed perfectly.
It was literally like, oh,
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, this is cute. Yeah, this is. Oh my god.
I wasn't expecting it to go that hard. I
Yeah.
really hope it's balanced correctly for the stream. We'll see.
we'll find out.
It's not the first time
later.
we've had sound issues. Ha ha ha.
It won't be the last.
Hey.
It won't. Yay. Anyway, thank you all for joining us tonight. Hope you had a fantastic time. I know I did. I hope my players did as well. Julia?
Hey,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
didn't
worst
want to leave
time.
because I was very enjoying listening to everything and I didn't want to miss anything. But I'll regret that decision later, and I'm about to go like chug a gallon of water because water's very good for you. So please do that.
Good water. Dane, anything from you?
No big news. Because we're on pretty much everything. You can find us on our YouTube. You can find us on our Spotify, and then our Spotify has links to everywhere else. Yeah. I decided to not upload our RSS feed to Google Podcasts and YouTube because that would take away the video from every upload. So we're not gonna do that. So
Alright.
just expect updates every Monday-ish for the last session. And tell your friends. Word of mouth, best way to spread things.
But yeah, and thank you all again. And we'll see you next time, y'all. Have a good night, everyone.